A cop read my girlfriend's last text to me after my crash. The world was a symphony of screeching metal, shattering glass, and then a sudden, deafening silence. My car was wrapped around a concrete divider on the highway. A sharp, searing pain shot up my leg, and the coppery taste of blood filled my mouth. Panic set in, I was pinned. My first thought, my only thought, was Chloe. My phone was somehow still on the passenger seat, its screen miraculously intact. My hand shook violently as I grabbed it, my thumb struggling to type through the haze of pain. I sent her a simple text, accident, Highway 101, help me. I lay my head back, breathing shallowly, waiting for her call, for the sound of her voice telling me everything would be okay. Minutes felt like hours. I could hear distant sirens getting closer. Then my phone buzzed against my chest. A wave of relief washed over me. I fumbled to read the screen, my vision blurring. The message was not a call, it was a text. It read, "Oh my God, that is awful, having lunch with Jacob. Can you just call an Uber, talk to you later." Jacob, her best friend, the one she told me not to worry about. The physical pain in my leg was nothing compared to the crushing weight of that message. An Uber? She told me to call an Uber while I was bleeding out on a highway. The world started to go dark after that. The next thing I remember is the face of a paramedic and then the sterile white ceiling of a hospital room. A police officer, a grim-faced man named Miller, was there when I woke up properly. He told me I was lucky. A broken femur, 3 cracked ribs, but I was alive. Then he looked at me with a strange mix of pity and anger. "We tried calling your emergency contact, a Chloe," he said, holding up my phone in an evidence bag. She did not answer. My heart sank, even though I already knew. "We saw your last text conversation," he continued, his voice low. "She had her location services on. We knew which restaurant she was at." He told me what happened next, and the story felt like something from a movie. Officer Miller had walked into the Gilded Fork, a trendy downtown bistro. And there they were, Chloe and Jacob, sitting at a sun-drenched table by the window. They were laughing, sharing a bottle of wine, their hands brushing against each other over the table. The officer said the whole restaurant went quiet when he approached their table. Chloe looked up, annoyed by the interruption, a forkful of pasta halfway to her mouth. "Are you Chloe?" Officer Miller asked. She nodded, a confused smile on her face. "I am here about your boyfriend," he said, his voice carrying through the silent room. "He has been in a severe car accident. He asked you for help." The officer told me the color drained from her face. Every eye in that restaurant was on her. Jacob just stared at his plate, suddenly fascinated by his risotto. She was exposed, not just for the affair but for a level of cold-hearted negligence that shocked a room full of strangers. Her meal with her best friend came to a screeching halt, not because she was worried, but because she was caught. She tried to visit me in the hospital later that day, her face a mask of fake tears and frantic apologies. I just looked at her and said, "Did you call an Uber for me?" The look on her face was all the closure I needed. The bones will heal, the scars will fade, but I will never forget that for her, my life was worth less than lunch.